Once upon a time, in a small village of India, there lived a wise old Zen monk. He was known for his calm nature and deep knowledge. People from far and wide would visit him, seeking guidance and answers to life's complicated questions and problems. One day, a young man named Shiva came to the Zen monk with a heavy heart. Shiva was a kind and honest person who always tried to do good deeds and help others. However, despite his best efforts, he often found himself facing misfortunes and challenges that left him wondering why bad things happened to good people. The Zen monk listened attentively to Shiva's concerns and smiled gently. He said, "My dear Shiva, life is like a vast and big river with currents that can be unpredictable. Sometimes, even good people face tough times because that's how life is." Shiva was puzzled and asked, "But Master, why do bad things happen to good people? Shouldn't good people always have good things happen to them?" Zen monk nodded, acknowledging Shiva's question. He began to share a tale from ancient Indian folklore to illustrate his point. Once, there was a mighty tree that stood tall and proud in a lush forest. It was known as the Tree of Virtues. Its branches were laden with sweet fruits, and its shade offered comfort to all creatures. The tree was a symbol of goodness and benevolence. One day, a fierce storm descended on the forest. Strong winds blew, and rain poured relentlessly. The Tree of Virtues faced the wrath of nature, and its branches swayed under the pressure. It stood firm, but a bolt of lightning struck it, leaving a deep scar on its trunk. The other trees in the forest were puzzled and asked, "Why did the lightning strike the Tree of Virtues?" "It has always been a symbol of goodness and kindness." A wise owl, perched on a nearby branch, replied, "The Tree of Virtues did nothing wrong to deserve this calamity. It was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. The lightning did not choose to strike it because of its goodness. It struck it because it was the tallest tree in the forest." In life, my dear Shiva, sometimes bad things happen to good people not because they deserve them, but because they happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, just like the Tree of Virtues. Life's events are not always within our control, but what we can control is how we respond to them. Shiva pondered the Zen monk's words and asked, "But Master, how can we respond to misfortunes in a way that keeps our goodness intact?" Zen monk smiled and said, "The true measure of a person's character lies in how they face adversity. When faced with challenges, hold on to your virtues tightly. Let compassion and patience guide you. Remember, the storm will pass, and the scars of life will eventually heal. Just like the Tree of Virtues continued to bear sweet fruits despite its scar, remain steadfast in your goodness, even in the face of hardships. Embrace the learning that comes with difficult times and let it make you wiser and more compassionate." Shiva nodded, feeling comforted by the Zen monk's words. He realized that life's twists and turns were inevitable, but holding on to his goodness and kindness was within his control. From that day on, Shiva faced life's challenges with a newfound sense of resilience and inner strength. The moral of this story, my dear friends, is that bad things can indeed happen to good people, but it doesn't diminish their goodness. Life's trials are like passing storms, and the true measure of our character lies in how we respond to them. Let us embrace our virtues, stay kind, and trust that goodness will eventually prevail, just like the sweet fruits that grow on the Tree of Virtues.